is noon o'clock, and we're ready for our noon broadcast.
I can read you. Sorry, I was talking to our director.
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear me okay? Oh, my mic was muted. I'm unmuted now.
We were both muted.
T-minus 30 seconds. All right. Ready to do this, Jonathan?
I am. Always.
We always like to hype ourselves up before show.
Oh, yeah. Plays a little music.
Mm-hmm.
Oversight in the West Virginia homeschooling system is in the spotlight after the death of a teen. Thanks for joining us for 59 News at Noon. I'm Jonathan Forsgren.
And I'm Julia White. Homeschooling is becoming a more popular form of education around the nation and in the Mountain State. But since the death of 14-year-old Kennedy Miller, who was a homeschool teen found in an emaciated state in her Boone County home in April, concerns are growing surrounding the system. 59 News reporter Michael Hare has more. All right, we're in package.
All right.
Do you think you'll go running today, Jonathan?
Actually, yeah.
You are?
I need a run.
Yeah. I feel like it's not too hot today to where you won't be suffering.
It's pretty warm, but I like the warmth and just got to make sure to hydrate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a little bit stressed out. I don't know if anybody else caught the Portugal Czechia game yesterday.
Yeah, that was fun.
But that was very stressful, and I can still feel it on my nerves.
They were, to put it in perspective, they were 0-0 for most of the game.
Yeah,
and then
Portugal dominating possession.
And then the
first half
scored, and then he was sweating even more. Then they scored. Portugal scored.
Czech scored.
Yeah, they scored first.
Yeah,
then Portugal scored, so it was 1-1, and he was still stressed out. And at the very end,
it was
the subs came in. Yeah.
90 minutes.
Yeah,
and the coach subs in two players.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the 92nd minute, one of those players assists the other for a goal in the 92nd minute.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
It was a good goal too. I was like, "Who is that?" And he's like, "I have no idea, but they're the best sub ever."
Two new guys, two young guys. Yeah, really special for them.
Yeah, that was fun to watch. I haven't watched soccer in a long time, so.
Yeah, it was nice to have Julia and our director were inside, joined me, and we're rooting. We created the Portugal section.
Yeah. Wore our jerseys, represented. Yeah, it was great. West Virginia has a critical need for more childcare, and now the governor may call lawmakers back into a special session to address the issue. All this stems from thousands of new jobs becoming available in the Mountain State from the arrival of companies like Nucor Steel. The same goes for other big economic development projects like Green Power Motors, Berkshire Hathaway, and Form Energy. The governor proposed and legislature discussed creating tax credits for childcare and also providing subsidies to parents and childcare firms, but it was never approved. It's possible the governor will call the legislature into special session in August and try again. Many daycare providers are struggling too. They received federal funding during the COVID-19 pandemic, but that money has dried up. The Democratic Minority Caucus in both the state Senate and House of Delegates says childcare is a top priority.
Many locals gathered at the Monroe County Magistrate Court in Union yesterday for the hearing of Rachel Burkrot. Burkrot was arrested in connection with protesting the Mountain Valley Pipeline in April. A motion was filed to continue the hearing at a later date. Among the local protesters were members of the Greenville Grannies, a group of grandmothers who are passionately opposed to the Mountain Valley Pipeline. Nancy Bolden lives in Greenville within sight of the pipeline. She says she's been against this project from the start. If you have an opinion on the Mountain Valley Pipeline, go ahead and say it in the comments. Many of the locals present voiced similar opinions, but did not want to appear on camera. The Mountain Valley Pipeline spans approximately 300 miles from northwestern West Virginia into southern Virginia.
And turning to weather now, Jonathan, we were just talking about how today might be a good running day because it's warm outside.
It's warm and sunny, a little bit hotter than the ideal, but yeah, I think I'll still make it out there. Let's bring in a meteorologist to see if he'll join me on that run.
One day, maybe.
I admire your determination, but you're talking to a brick wall. We do have very hot conditions outside, so if you are planning on going for a run or sitting out and lounging with a nice cold glass of lemonade, we've got some very nice conditions. You just have to make sure you stay hydrated no matter what you're inside. Because even though our drop today down into the 60s, which is better than the upper 60s we were in yesterday, it's still muggy. So it's summer. At least it will be tomorrow, right? First day of summer starts on Thursday. This is the last day of spring, and it's going out with a bang. 93 is what it feels like out there in Pineville, 89 in Hinton, 84 Princeton. Not too bad. The elevation will help you out today. As we get into tonight, we'll see our temperature staying steady in the upper 80s. A few degrees warmer than yesterday, but it's the humidity that's lower that makes it feel like it's not as hot. So that's nice. At least we've got that. Going into 8 o'clock, 79 degrees. And if the warmer the overnights, the faster the lightning bugs will flash. So tonight will be a great night to watch those at 63 degrees. We'll talk more about your forecast in just a bit.
Cool during daylight hours over the next week with rising temperatures. 59 News reporter Ashley Davidson speaks with an expert from the Farm Service Agency to find out methods of relief as well as the risks that come with the heat. Yeah, definitely don't want your livestock to overheat. That's not
Nope.
good. There's Bradley.
My hair? Yeah.
You're just in time for one of our first questions.
Oh.
Favorite Olympic event?
Summer Olympics, I'm guessing?
Yeah, let's do summer first.
Let's do summer. I think the swimming.
The swimming.
Yeah, Michael Phelps was a pretty big sensation.
Yeah.
Kind of got me interested in when he was swimming and kind of just watch that now.
Yeah, he always made it exciting to watch because he was just so good.
Jonathan's, I'm guessing, since I'm a forecaster and I predict the future, I'm going to say he's going to say running, track and field.
It's always impressive to see the 100 meters. It's the fastest person alive. I mean, that's just a very cool.
So what you're saying is I'm a really good forecaster of the future?
Yeah. Or deductive reasoner.
Now, director says curling. That one's also pretty cool, too.
Yeah.
But curling isn't that a winter sport?
I think so. I don't know.
I like beach volleyball. That's my favorite Olympic sport. For
you
summer.
like volleyball.
Yeah, I love
We've
volleyball.
Got to get a
I
beach
played in high
team
school.
Going.
Loved it.
Beach volleyball. I got to go,
It's
right?
So great. Yeah, you have to go.
All right, bye.
He just disappears. Someone says, Bradley, hide. I am here and sweating. It is so hot outside.
That makes sense.
Very hot.
Daniel Hall took the oath of office yesterday during the regular meeting of the Raleigh County Commission. Commissioner Hall will fill the position left vacant on June 3rd with the death of David Tolliver. Hall says he wants to carry on with Tolliver's agenda and introduce some of his own projects. Voters will decide between Commissioner Hall and an unannounced Democratic candidate in the general election coming up in November. Commissioner Hall says the county's fire departments will be a focus, and he also has plans for Lake Stevens and the county's other parks. Meanwhile, Concord is hosting the Mountaineer Cadet Officer Leadership School. JROTC programs from Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, Virginia, and Tennessee are all in attendance for this full week of leadership school. These programs will be going through academic classes as well as drill sequences, rope bridge competitions, and hands-on geography skills. Some of the leaders tell us how this school is benefiting our nation. I'd like to do a ropes course.
Yeah, I've done one before, an obstacle course.
That's right,
Yeah,
you
it
are
was
doing
so fun. I was terrified, but it was fun.
Oh, you already did it?
I've done one before.
Oh, okay.
Not this one, but one before. It was like a rope obstacle course. You were clipped in,
Yeah,
but
were
you
you
had to do these
were you
crazy.
very high off the ground?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I'm
Don't
afraid
look
of
down.
heights.
Don't ever look down.
They will end camp on Saturday at 10 in the morning with a parade at Callahan Stadium on Concord's campus, where they will show off some of the things they learned throughout the week.
One local theater group has some new plays and performers lined up this summer, all to entertain the people here in the Mountain State.
59 News reporter Matt Cassada has more on this show-stopping story. All right.
Wow.
Bradley.
How did I know Bradley was going to bring out the ping pong balls again? He'll randomly just during show just throw these at us to distract us.
Got
I
it.
like to
Lots of
keep them
fun.
on their toes.
Yeah.
I don't do much in the noon except, the weather and such. These guys do most of the heavy lifting.
Well,
Oh,
when,
hey,
it's,
wait.
when it's a little stormy, Bradley's busy.
It's Connie. She's the snow smurf.
She is.
Yes.
Hi, Connie.
Nice to meet you. You're right. I didn't realize who you were at first, but I have heard of the infamous snow smurf.
Hi, Connie. So what does the snow smurf turn into during the summer?
Angry. She's very angry with me.
She wants the snow, right?
Yeah, she doesn't like the 90-degree heat. So I sent her a screenshot yesterday, actually, of South America because they're doing their winter right now.
Uh-huh.
It's 22 degrees in Argentina.
There you
So
go.
Connie,
Yeah.
to Argentina.
Yeah, just pop by real quick.
Yeah, just quick hop and a skip.
Oh, she sent green hearts. That's so nice.
We love our Connie around here.
Yes, we love all of our.
Well, we
friends
hope
around here.
Julie and I hope to meet you someday, Connie.
Also, what do you think of Bradley's new hair?
Good
I'd like
question.
to love to know how you feel about that. Evil, melting, and grumpy.
My hair looks like a snowball, Connie. She has to love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that.
Little fuzzy at top.
Yeah. That's great.
I gotta go. I gotta
Yeah,
go.
I
I
got
gotta
a
do
date.
a thing.
He has to go.
Yeah.
I guess he has to work or something. I don't know.
We got clouds in Princeton, and they're moving pretty fast because our
Oh, the winds are changing. Is that a good thing or
or
a
bad thing. Stay tuned for that forecast next.
He's here and then he's gone. Just like this.
Like the weather.
Yeah, like the weather.
Wyoming and Montana got bunches of snow. They did, and Connie says she can't wait to meet you guys too.
That's so sweet.
Just to warn you guys, you got to bring your A game because she doesn't let you slide.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
She'll hold us accountable.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
As she
I've heard
should.
it, yeah.
As she
So
should.
here you go, Connie, just for you. Do you like snow? Do you like
Yes.
winter?
Yes, being from Georgia, I never get snow. So when I moved here and I saw snow like that much for the first time, it was so fun. My dogs love it. I love it. I'm a fan of the snow. So I got you, girl.
I like snow
Uh-huh.
and
But-
winter for the first 2 weeks.
Mm.
And then once January and February hit, I'm ready for warmer
So
weather.
Connie, Julia is going to be your favorite, and Jonathan for maybe about 2 weeks' time.
Mike, you want to make a
2
cameo?
weeks time.
Brandon wants to know how the heat waves go.
Come on
Well,
over.
In Charleston, it's going pretty badly. They're dealing with quite a bit of heat.
Here's-
We haven't had a heat
Hi,
wave
Doris.
yet. We're
Here's the
getting
famed
close.
reporter, Mike. We
Mikey.
call him Mikey.
Mikey, the Michael Hare.
Michael Hare. How you doing?
Good. I got to run to Fayetteville for a story, so
Okay.
Ooh,
Well,
Fayetteville.
stay tuned for that this evening.
We're
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
definitely.
But I got to head out.
Okay. Have fun.
get the scoop.
Don't do anything we wouldn't do.
Well, Julie and I wouldn't do.
Yeah. Correction there. Connie says you're in trouble, John.
Why? Oh, because
Yeah.
yeah.
Bradley was right. She's not going to let you slide. He said so.
Sorry. The ice will though.
Yeah.
Will make me slide.
Doris says hi. Hi, Doris.
Yes, I did say hi to Doris.
Hi, Doris.
Brandon's asking how the heat wave is. because Bradley. So basically, a heat wave only. Right. Let me see if I get this right. It's only if it's 90 degrees for 3 days consecutively, right?
And Charleston's had it, so they're dealing with it.
Yes. Yes. I've learned. He teaches us things.
Wednesday, and halfway across this hot, blazing week, we find ourselves on a not so bad day. It is humid after all. It is warm. It is the first of the day before summer, so it's the time for it. But unlike yesterday, where we had the oppressive humidity, where we actually saw it on the horizon, that misty haze, we don't have that today. And that's thanks to our drop in our dew points. We're seeing that in Princeton, actually can see the mountainside. Not too bad. Now, we do have those big puffy clouds, but today we're not going to see much in the way of anything falling from them, and that is thanks to that lower humidity. Now, we traded that with a higher temperature, so it kind of balances itself out. It's still about in the upper 80s, but in our heat value, our heat index value is only about 93, especially out towards Pineville. They hit 98 yesterday, so that's where we find ourselves. That's not right. We talked about that earlier in the month. That was the parade of planets. You might still see a few of them out there in your night sky, but otherwise we need to get back on track, shall we? Let's see if we can do that. There's our first of the season hurricanes. We have our first tropical storm, and it is Alberto. We talked a little about it yesterday, and it's down here in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico, working its way that way. And that's thanks to our jet stream taking this big arc and coming across the Gulf of Mexico. So it's going to push that off to Mexico, but it is having an effect on Texas. So if you are heading out to Houston or anywhere else along the southern Texas border for a vacation to the beach, you're going to run into that. They have some choppy surf there. 40-mile-an-hour winds, not that bad. It's not expected to hit anything other than a tropical storm. It's not going to strengthen any. But there's our first, Alberto, and we'll keep watching on the 2024 hurricane season because it is forecasted to be a very busy year. That's going to be something to watch. There's your pool forecast for today. Not bad locally. We're going to be pushing our way up into 88 degrees by the afternoon. Touch less humidity means it's actually kind of comfortable. Just wear that sunscreen. Its UV indexes are pretty high. Highs across the board. Not too bad of a day. 89 over towards Beckley, like we just mentioned. And then Lewisburg, the mountains not really helping us out there. 88 degrees. Touch humidity less, so that's helpful at least. And our air-conditioned city, Bluefield, 85 degrees. No free lemonade today, guys. You'll have to wait until at least Friday before you even start to flirt with the chance of seeing the 90s in Bluefield. Rainfall totals, like I mentioned, not exactly that big of a deal. Your evening forecast dropping all the way back to 63 degrees. You might actually be comfortable once you get out the door for your Thursday morning. Thursday is the first start of summer, which happens at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 90 degrees, a little more humidity than today, but that's okay. Friday, 91 degrees. And that's where Bluefield might get their lemonade, guys.
Thanks, Bradley. Mammograms often be uncomfortable for women. I sat down with mammography technicians at Raleigh General Hospital to find out how they're making that process more comfortable and how they put their patients in control. That's next.
Good afternoon, Brenda. It's 84 here in Smoot, West Virginia. That's hot. That's very hot.
That is warm. Okay, so as it gets warmer, I love jumping in the rivers and lakes around the area. What's everyone's favorite watering hole here?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Do you have one?
I haven't actually been inside it yet, but Summersville Lake, I saw I've just seen it.
Okay, I've heard good
it's
things.
Beautiful.
I've yet to be.
Yeah.
Summersville Lake is cool. It's also where they do scuba diving test dives and training and such. Because it's such a clear lake.
Okay, it's clear. Okay.
And it's deep.
Yeah, I've only driven past it. I want to actually experience it.
Well,
and maybe do paddleboarding.
We've been talking about them.
I know. I want to paddleboard so bad.
Where
I
can
need
we
someone to go
paddleboard?
with me, guys.
You can do that anywhere.
Have you asked? Yeah.
I think I have. We just haven't done it yet.
Lake Stevens. Connie lives near Lake Stevens.
Okay. Yeah, I've been to Lake Stevens. I really like it
all the time because she gets mad when I go out to Lake Stevens. She's like, "You're not that far from me."
I've been there. I really enjoyed the. They have a play pad. I've actually talked to you guys about this.
Yeah.
The aqua park.
Yes, the aqua park.
Yeah.
That's
I jumped off the top of that.
Me too.
Yeah, it's
Did
You
a front
did?
flip and a back flip.
Yeah, it's
You guys are crazy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of hurt myself on the front flip.
Wait. You guys said you wouldn't go paragliding with me, but you'll jump off of like a huge structure
Yeah, it's like
Excuse
it's like
me.
almost
with nothing.
close to 20 feet.
when a group of
I'd say.
teenagers.
Yeah,
You guys are crazy.
When a group of teenagers say you can't do it
yeah, there were a bunch of teens.
because you're
Oh.
old,
There
you
it
gotta
is.
show them up.
Right?
They
I
were
didn't let
egging
them
them
know
on.
that I hurt
Yeah.
every bone in my body
Yeah,
after the fact.
it was the coolest face plant they've ever seen.
I did the pencil dive. I was at least.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Okay.
At least you made the attempt.
Oh,
of the-
man.
Oh, I did it.
Right?
That's just,
I can't do a
It
dive.
wasn't. I didn't. What did they say when in gymnastics when you stick the landing? I didn't stick the landing.
No,
Oh,
doesn't sound like it.
your
No.
face. I wish we had that on
What
video.
was
That'd be
it?
Yeah,
great.
right. Next time, you guys
Little
can-
Beaver is a good place to do paddle boarding.
Little Beaver.
It's
Okay.
a
Yeah.
calmer lake,
I think I've been there. Yes, I
Yeah.
have been walking around there at least. Yeah.
and despite Flat Top Lake, it's not real great because there's boating and such that goes on, so there's a lot of
Mhm.
wake.
Mm,
But if you get into like one of the coves, you can do that.
hmm
You got to know somebody to get in.
Oh,
Do
do
you,
you know someone?
anybody?
I had to
He,
do.
look at him. He can pull some strings. He knows everybody, I bet.
Oh, Bradley.
Brenda says
Hey.
Wild Water Express in Hinton, West Virginia.
Ah, okay.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Check that
That
out.
one's cool.
I need to add that to the list.
Yeah. So that's the thing that the three of us like to do as we go into Ask the Doc. We like to go out for walks from time to time when it's nice.
Right? Yeah.
Somebody needs to do some exercising here. So these guys are helping me out. We go out for walks every once in a while. So we'll have to check out Hinton
Yeah.
for our next one.
And even
I've
when
been-
I just
I've been
drive
out
through
there
there, it's
for-
beautiful. Like the bridge, just seeing the water. I love that.
I'm always
I love
there
that.
for something. Like it's either a downtown festival, I don't get to walk around much, or I'm there for a story or something. But I don't usually get to go and like experience it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now you have a chance to just do that.
Yeah.
Wild Water Express.
Hinton's
Don't
beautiful
forget.
though.
It is. It is so
Yeah.
pretty. Jessica's asking, what is your favorite thing to do when at a lake, or what would you like to do that you haven't before?
At a lake specifically?
Yes.
Well, I'm signed up for whitewater rafting.
Oh,
Date
yeah.
TBD, but that will be my never have I ever.
Yes.
Hopefully, I will.
I
not-
haven't been whitewater rafting either.
Yeah.
I need to do it.
It's really fun. Just
Well, really? You
I've
haven't done it?
done it.
No, surprising. I've lived in West Virginia for 18 years and I've never gone whitewater rafting.
You could come along as my photog.
I got to bring the wife. She's
Okay,
been.
okay.
She's been before, and
Right.
she's like you with running. She keeps nagging at me to go.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just don't.
hope Jen's not watching.
She'll have better
I
luck
just
though
like
with whitewater
swimming.
rafting than you with running.
I like to swim. I like to do paddleboarding and kayaking. I just like being at peace, like while on the water. Like it's just nice to enjoy just being in the sun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's
I like being
relaxing.
active.
Connie,
I'll be splashing around you.
don't ruin it there, Connie. Shh. He doesn't know about the fair yet.
Fair is the best for walking.
The fair is
Oh,
best for
yeah.
walking.
It is.
You've never been?
You walk a
I've
lot.
never been. I'm looking forward to it. I've heard amazing things.
Mhm.
I did hear about the step contest.
Yeah, we had that last year. It was
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Yeah. So
I forget who won. Who won last year?
I got it, Felicity. I got it on.
Felicity. Oh, we got 10 seconds. If you love the Mountain State and want to go on an adventure of a lifetime exploring it, then you'll want to hear all about Governor Justice and Baby Dog's new contest. Hear the good news next.
wow, that's very in line with what we were just talking
I
about.
know.
Checking out
A
West
tourism
Virginia's
contest.
outdoor activities.
And who doesn't love Baby Dog, right? Such a
I
cutie.
just love dogs in general.
I know. I love dogs. I have
We
2
got to
dogs,
hang out with
by the way.
Bradley's dogs this weekend. That was pretty
Yes.
sweet. Bradley has 3 darling dogs.
Yes,
Uh,
Willow is. I don't know if he wants me to tell this,
Susan.
but Willow. I'm gonna do it anyway.
And his address,
we talked about Willow before. We're good. Willow, Zeus, and Lily. And Lily was cuddling me the entire time, and it was so nice.
Yeah.
She's adorable.
She's so soft. Her ears. Oh,
I know. I love dogs.
Yeah.
I have 2 dogs of my own. I have Blue and Silver. Blue is a husky, and Silver is a German Shepherd. I like big dogs, so I love them to death.
I like big dogs and I cannot lie.
Yes, exactly.
Who let the dogs out?
Who
I need a sticker of that to put on my car.
I like big dogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I cannot lie. The whole
Okay.
thing. Oh my
No,
goodness.
yeah, Lily's 16. She's an older dog, but she'll steal the show. Willow is 5, 6.
She's got the energy.
She's something.
Yeah.
And then Zeus is he's about 14, 15, and he's just an old man. He will.
Yeah.
Like
If he could,
Zeus,
if
right?
he could,
Everything,
yeah.
every time I see him, he's old and has beard.
If he could talk,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
he would yell at everybody to get off his yard.
Yeah,
he
was.
did. When we were outside, he was just sitting there, kind of observing the
Yeah,
yard,
just-
just making sure
yeah.
everything was in
A
control.
leaf will blow by and he's barking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "Who do you think you are?
Yeah, it's fun that you say that 'cause,
Leaf.
yeah, I definitely see that.
Yeah.
Leave us alone."
Uh,
They always make fun of me for my puns, but I love them.
I love your. I love
Oh,
your
you do?
puns, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll
You're
keep
very
making
punny.
them. I am very punny. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's not an
I
insult.
didn't say you were good. I
Better than you, Mr.
That-
Wells.
some days you're pretty good and quick with them too. She'll nail you
Yeah,
with it,
yeah.
and then you're just staring at her like, did that
That's
just
the
happen?
best when they're not expecting it, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, actually, and then yeah, it's great. Love those moments. Favorite dog breed? Go before we get into.
Ooh,
next part.
geez. I do really like Italian greyhounds. Our director loves Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
And if you looked at him,
He looks like one.
No,
I was
he
gonna say he
doesn't.
doesn't look like the type that would love Chihuahua.
They don't know. They'll never see him.
My
Well,
favorite is German
he does
Shepherds.
not.
They're so loyal. I love them.
I like the Staffordshires.
Mm,
They're my favorite.
not a bad choice at all.
Drawing a blank on that.
Willow is a Staffordshire.
Okay.
2, 1.
As we get a final check of that forecast tonight, this evening is going to be hot. It's going to be humid, but it's going to be okay. 85 degrees by 6 o'clock, but then we cool back down into the 70s by 8 o'clock, and we'll be making our way back into the low 60s by the time we get to our Thursday, which is the first day of summer. 1 day, 1 hour, 34 minutes, but who's counting? Certainly not our snow smurf. Thursday is going to be a 90-degree day with a little more humidity. That'll be certainly one to watch as feel like values will be in the upper 90s that day. Friday, we'll be pushing that 100-degree mark with the feel like temperatures. Then a cold front Sunday brings in some widespread showers, thunderstorms from Monday, which we'll have to keep an eye on, and it'll drop our temperatures back into the 80s.
Thank you, Bradley. And over in our good news, Governor Jim Justice and his sidekick Baby Dog officially kicked off a new tourism sweepstakes. You now have a chance to check off a bucket list item by touring the state for a chance to win a free autumn giveaway.
The contest is sponsored by the State Department of Tourism. The bucket list includes every imaginable adventure in the mountain state, like waterfalls and nature hikes.
Governor Justice is encouraging everyone to plan their adventure trip starting this week in honor of West Virginia's birthday. The governor even accepted the challenge to take part. I want to do that.
Yeah, let's look this up.
Bye, Connie.
Well, those who compete the bucket list and share photos on their social channels will have a chance to win a free 4-night fall getaway. Just head over to our website for more details. And I've said this before, Baby Dog for governor. I don't care about anybody else.
Right, and this is just a cool sweepstakes, so definitely I would love to see all the photos that come from this,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah,
We're going to have to check off a few on the list.
right.
And I mean, you win either way because you're getting out and exploring West Virginia.
Win-win.
Yes. Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for joining us.
We have more for you at our website, WVNSTV.com, and Amazon's Alexa.
And of course, Rivers, Kaylee, and Joe will have the latest for you coming up tonight at 5. Until then, I'm going outside to enjoy that sunshine.
Bye, everybody.
Well, that's
Thanks
it.
for joining
That's
us
a wrap.
today.
Thank you for joining us.
Do it again on Friday.
Yes.
Yes.
Every Wednesday and
Friday
Friday.
at noon.
Better
we'll be
see you
here.
there.
And we're
Hopefully
going to
you will
do
be too.
our secret word game so you guys can sneak words into my weather forecast, see if I can't get enough.
It's a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun.